We left off in the middle, and we were having a break with Dorothy. Again, trigger warning, Dorothy can say absolutely anything, and she will say anything. So that's your formal warning. I'm always on edge whenever Dorothy's in the room. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my air filters, and they're a hassle to replace. Like your lungs. Lungs are also hard to replace, wouldn't you know? Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Okay, that's right. Dorothy was confiding in us about her guardian who sees her as like a replacement daughter, I guess. And how Dorothy's too scared to mention that, like, that it makes her uncomfortable. That she kind of wants to be her own person. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Green. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. Man, that is just really going around. It's really fucking people up. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. Oh. That's pretty shitty. Well, that's how life do sometimes. Life hands you a bunch of bad cards. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear, or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. Sounds like Abed from Community. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised? She's not wrong, though. Wait, does this mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. Ooh. You gotta love that alliteration. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. That's pretty, though. I like it. So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky, then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful, too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom, or guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow? It doesn't have the same pizzazz to it as if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. Well, they both don't like being called by, like, their actual names. It's kind of cute. Oh, see, there we go. I'm reading the game. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it, though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay. Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Ew, gross, no. That's possibly worse than cigarettes. I don't know. I haven't been around enough like cigars to know. they seem worse, but I also really don't like cigarettes. So I don't have an opinion. I just know that I hate both. But I don't have enough information to say which one I prefer least. Because I'm not going to say I like either one. You're not supposed to inhale cigars? Then what do you just hold it in your mouth and it just smokes around you? That seems even stupider. I mean, I guess it's better than actually inhaling it because of the lung damage, but it can be. I'm confused. This is definitely a logical, blind spot for me. Well, thank you for your information, Mama. I do appreciate that. Apparently, I know even less than I thought because I came into this thinking, I don't know. I don't have enough information to make any kind of true opinion. But apparently I know even less than that, which is possibly a perfect metaphor for life. You could be wrong too. It's okay. I can neither confirm nor deny, and I don't want to put that shit on my Google searches because I don't want Google to think I'm interested in cigars. Fuck that. Let's go. Back, did I miss anything? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year, not really, no. Alright, going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. How embarrassing. I'm always embarrassed. That's my secret. Actually, I'm getting better at managing embarrassment. I feel like, as I'm thinking about it, the most recent examples of me feeling embarrassed have all been secondary cringe. Being exposed to some kind of internet video, TikTok or the like. And I'm just I don't know if my body can handle this without actually imploding from the pain and the embarrassment. I'm pretty susceptible to that. It's a weakness of mine. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi. Yes. Yes. Today's a good day. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Jesus. What? Stop saying stuff like that nonchalantly. It makes me really sad. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. That's so sweet to, just have someone that knows you're, nearby and just wants to say hi for a minute. That's so wholesome. It's really sweet. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking me with him. Oh, so she's using Stella's bodyguard for herself. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for say. Alright. There's not a category for that, so we're just going to pick something. Here we go. This'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it a big. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I hope she doesn't mind getting a little tipsy. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, good. Okay, we did it right. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? Maybe her body's really warm. It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So Stella isn't with you today. She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. Here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. I can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. That's nice, I guess. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. That's very nice, I think. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. Putting on the face. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day during the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. That's pretty cute. Huh. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. I'm surprised they have so many of these holidays still, honestly. It seems like so many of them would be taken over by corporate nonsense and would have just dissolved for cultural reasons or just turned into commercial bullshit. Which they probably are. We've already seen Mega Christmas, so who knows what's going on in fucking Rad Easter and whatever. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I hate them. I don't mind. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella's attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. Freaking mood. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. Nice. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. Aw. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She just stresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Yeah. Absolutely. I assume that happens all the time. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here, they rarely help with complexes. Exactly. Never compare yourself to somebody else. Like, what if I started comparing myself to Paul Rudd? That's not fair to me. It's super fair to Paul Rudd, but not to me. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why, when she goes out, she styles her hair in those twin tails, or like the drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. That's sad. I'm sorry she feels so self-conscious. She seems affluent enough, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. It's her. I understand. This is, it's part of who you are. You don't want to get rid of who you are, but you also make it makes you uncomfortable. This is really society's problem, honestly. She tucks her bust size after her mom, or she takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. I don't know. She's a cat girl with a little bit of bust. Like, she'd be doing really well in 2023, I'll tell you that much for free. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're beautiful, say. I think you're very cute. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic. Let's see which one of these is optional. Here we go. Let's get her a blue fairy, because she's my blue fairy. I feel like I've probably made that joke before, but what is true requires repeating. That's how you know it's true. Why would people say the same thing over and over again if it were not true? Don't answer that. Yeah, it is very... It's a nice chill song. We don't always get that. Sometimes it just comes in hard and the bass like pulverizes your eardrums. But this is nice. This is calm. And it feels like it's about to end, so be prepared for whatever random song I chose to come next. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? Makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. Makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I kind of agree. I've never been drunk, don't really care to. Doesn't seem like something I'm interested in. A little buzz is alright. I think I've gotten tipsy like once or twice, but I've never been like blackout drunk or even like drunk. Doesn't have much appeal. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. I agree. I'm not doing it because I feel like I'm a better person. Like I'm too damn fancy or something like that. It's just, I don't know. I have been Mountain Dew drunk. You're right. Fun pastime. Some friends of mine and I we were young, high school. I think I was a senior. Maybe I just graduated. And staying over at a friend's house. His parents were out, so we were like house sitting. And we decided to play a nice game of Wizard Stick, which is usually a alcoholic game, a drinking game, but we were responsible young men. And we started to do with Mountain Dew instead. So we bought a whole bunch of Mountain Dew and made some burritos. And the way Wizard Stick works is that you, whatever can of beverage that you're drinking, you finish it. And then as you finish them, you tape them all together to make a giant wizard staff. And whoever has the biggest staff is the Wizard King. And you get to beat people with your giant wizard staff until they can dethrone you by drinking more and having a larger staff than you. Fun time. Again, this is with Mountain Dew. It ended poorly, to say the least. I believe 2 of the 3 of us threw up. The burritos did not sit well with the mixing of the Mountain Dew. It was post flavor change that seems to have got us. It was a bad time. People, we were slumped over couches and groaning and moaning, and not in good ways. It was pretty awful, but it was a memory I hold very dear to me because I'm an idiot. And that's what you do when you're a child, I guess, or still growing up. Thank you for reminding me about that story, Mama. It means a lot. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. That's just getting older. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? I'm glad you like that story, Mama. I like it too. That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Boy, is that true. We like to delude ourselves, but we are largely emotional. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Speak truth. Jill, I love it. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Jill, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, Say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna go check one last errand before going home. That's not what she means, Say. She means in a larger, general way, surely. See? I'm smart, he says, while you know, being an idiot. Recorded multiple times saying stupid shit and not knowing what a cigar is 10 minutes ago. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Yeah, well, good job understanding that the police is not it's not where you need to go. The only police I like is the band. They're awesome. I love the police. The band again, so no one clips me, thinking that I like the frickin' cops. But I'm alive. I learned something after the hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. It's the Seinfeld man, but not actual Seinfeld man. It's Seinfeld man's balding friend, George Costanza. But again, not him for legal reasons. Ah, hey there, girl. I don't know how to do a good George Costanza voice. Gosh. Can I summon it in any way? Can I channel it through me? Give me a strong drink, won't you? See, that's not good. I'm just going to go with a basic voice. I'm just going to embarrass myself. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly. Okay, by type. Manly. A crevice spike? It'll knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. That sounds pretty strong. It sounds like what he wants. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I did not mean to add that stuff into it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some alcohol. I'll just give him a little bit, you know. He doesn't need much. Blended. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Ding. All right, we made it correctly. That's nice. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl, Crimson something? I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Ooh. Speaking of comic book names, Lord Lance Lavender is pretty damn superhero-y, or alternatively a very curious porn name. Nope. He's some big name from Kanyavania. That sounds awful. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glen City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. Damn. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Well, it turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. You could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. And knowing who the sender was made me things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet. 1, 2. Make it a big. squeeze this guy dry of money. Because I need it. I've got like $200 to my name. It's ridiculous. All on the rocks and mixed. And then the bar's about to close. I need money, damn it. Don't judge me. You are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again, one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. Art, are you hiding something from us? Are you a sensitive lad? I didn't know that. I thought you were just a cheapskate. You do? I have a daughter, she's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. Bye, Mama. Have a good day. Enjoy work as much as that can be done. I'll see you later. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her, so I was worried if something might have happened. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. Oh no. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. Aw. It's a nice little parallel, but I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. I think the George Costanza parallels are starting to fade, because I don't feel like that guy could really take care of himself. Unless like lying and screaming, and I think he like pushed some people out of the way during like a building fire. So he doesn't seem as capable as this version of himself, I suppose. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay, then I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. All right. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit, and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Flawless. Look at us, we're so good. We're the best. I'm really proud of us, guys. We're doing some good work here. Good payment, good tips, flawless. Little bit extra cash. We're doing okay. Merry Mega Christmas, and to you as well, sir. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Of course. We all know the story. It's as old as time. Santa resurrected from his snowy grave in the South Pole. They wanted to disrespect him and keep him as far away from the North Pole, his source of power. So by burying him in the South Pole, keeping him, away from his landline of spiritual energy. But little did they know that there is a tunnel that Santa created predicting this event that goes all the way down the center of the earth, giving him an easy access to his spiritual power even from the exact opposite side of the globe. So he used that power, came back, made a Voltron combined with all of his reindeer and Mrs. Claus, and saved Christmas from the Redmonds. We know it. It's possibly my favorite Christmas story. I mean, Elf, pretty good. Home Alone's pretty good. Mega Santa's Resurrection. I don't know how you top it, especially if you grew up with it as the claymation one, stop motion. Oh, it's forever burned into your mind as just like the perfect Christmas movie. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays in fucking May. A party, then. I'll bring you leftovers for. All right. Let's. Oop. I wanted to save first. What are we on? Day 13, I suppose? Nice. Okay. The next thing we have is something on day 14. So tomorrow we'll have something, and that should be the last, check that we need for whatever ending this is. Mega Christmas is here. Let's see what Kara Miki has to say. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright change the holiday. I think they do that in Japan. Isn't like the KFC bucket of Japan like a pretty big deal? I feel like it is. Well, it's not that different, considering they have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Oop, I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Merry Mega Christmas. Heart, heart, heart. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen like YouTube videos about them like pre-ordering the KFC special thing for Christmas, which is pretty cool. I've got nothing against that. Yuri is the best show. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows prepared already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yori, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals of the popular Danger U forum seem to be divided, however. This is such obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? I mean, I wouldn't be against like a shonen style that was all girls, but I feel like the examples I've seen of that have been less work friendly. I've seen plenty of things about girls fighting each other in anime, but it rarely ends at fighting. You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Shinasu. Wake me up inside. That's still a thing? They still like that AMV thing from like the fucking 2000s? Excellent. You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? An excellent question. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Kanye Jie, from the western nation of Kanyevania. I hate this. I actually hate this. Has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? At least he's, correctly categorized and characterized as a fucking nut job, because Kanye is a freaking weirdo. Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Marina Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a shoot interview. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you just make them from scratch to meet every need? More as we investigate. Yeah, that guy's been around a lot of sex. That's some major copium right there. Lilim receiving mysterious messages. Update 2. Okay, this is something I actually care about, because I love all the Lilims. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilim? Either way, some reports indicated that Lilim behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilim advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will that happen again? Time will tell. I hope not. I really like the Lilim characters. They have great designs. They've got fun personalities. And frankly, if they're marginalized, I want to care for them. I want them to be happy. I don't like that people are abusing them. I think we've done all these. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's save again. Just do a little bit of rotation there. and let's go to work. It's Christmas. Evening. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Jill are in your uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to Wait. Ah ha ha. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything here? To her. Yeah, did the people just not want to, sprite new outfits on people, and this is just their excuse? Because that's super adorable, and I'm fine with that. Like, play it for laughs. It's a lot of work. These are very complicated, big sprites. I'm fine with them not doing that and then just having some laughs. They redid Say, like, that was a big deal. Ribbed sweaters get a free pass. Why? Silly question, never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? Gotta get the chicken. I brought it in 3 days ago. Excuse me. It's amazing. It looks like just a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch it as it warms the food up just like a microwave. It's an infomercial bauble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move, and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. So you've bought infomercial stuff, too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well, dynamic... Oh, an Naruto reference. Dynamic entry! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, jeez. Again, trigger warning. Dorothy's here. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. Or not. I'll go and check the microwave wires thingy, and I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Oh, look at this scene. Look at this. This is awesome. Back. Oh, I guess he's at the Australia. Back. Oh. Oh, hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people. Man, I'm getting put through the ringer with all these voices back to back. You shut it. I'll go help I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here so we can start. Yo, Anchorage. Alma. I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes. We need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as the mutt stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. I'll play. You'll play. Oh, look at it. Oh, this is fun. Look at this little game. Alright then. Rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. We get to choose. This is fun. I'm gonna do Rad Sheba. Okay then, dog. Yes. I dare you to go out and stay there. That's easy. Oh, there he goes. And that's one problem less. Well, why don't you continue in the dog's place, Dorothy? All right. I dare you, Dana, to pick up Honey and carry her like a bride. All right. Ooh, she'll like that. Yeah. Wait, what? Come on, Joe, get up. You're welcome. Oh, shut up. Okay, then, Jill. Yes? Truth or dare? Dare? I want you to say, yes. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Huh? It's a tongue twister. Say it. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Oh, I did it. That wasn't too bad. Second try? First try? Faster. How can a clam cram in a clean... No. How can a clam... Oh, gosh. I'm terrible. My tongue is all twisty. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? You make it seem so easy. How can a clam... Damn. How can a clam cram in a cream... How can a cram... Oops. Wait, let them get confused by tongue twisters? Boss. Yes? You can drop me now. Oh, right. Oh, she's been picked up this entire time? That's cute. I wonder how long until the food is done. Click on the person you want to pick. I'm going to do Alma. All right, then, Alma. I'll pick Truth. What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you, Arms? Well, there was this one time when I got mugged on the street, so I kind of threw my hand at the thief to knock him out. That's clever thinking right there. Rue? I think it's what you usually call a rocket punch. Oh, is she a fighting game character too? So you didn't throw it so much as it propelled itself towards the thief. Yep. And how is that embarrassing? It was just so cartoony. It's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, beating up people by doing fighting games moves is super embarrassing. If I had that ability, I would never stop talking. It's a bit impractical, too. The hen has a startup time after reattachment. Yeah, like, what if it fell in something gross? Like, I assume this was on a street because it was, like, a mugger. So, like, what if it landed in, like, street goo? And then you gotta clean it, and, like, her hands are very important. What if it got all shitty? Yes, but why add such a function? Why wouldn't you add such a function? Well, because... Boss, don't tell me your arm can also. This hand of mine is awesome. My turn, then. I'll pick Lorenzo. Gillian. Casimiro, truth or dare? Truth? How do you manage to keep that stubble of yours the same length all the time? How do I, I mean, no matter when I come here, whether it's at 3 a.m. on a weekday or in the afternoon on Sunday, you always have the same 3-day beard. Never gets any longer, but you also never shave. How the hell do you do that? Is it like a prosthetic? Well, that's a good question, really. Now that I think about it. I do shave, but I use an electric razor. And set it quite low, so that doesn't work. I also use an electric razor, and it's pretty short. And it is definitely noticeable, like, still after shaving. You're not saying something, but whatever. Anyways. Chief, truth or dare? Let's go with truth. This is something I've been meaning to ask for a long time. Why is the bar called Valhalla if your designation is VA-11? Shouldn't it be VA-1? It was going to be that. When I applied for a bar owner certification through the BTC, Brian told me I would have the VA-1 code. But then came this one guy and he pulled some strings to get his certification faster. He took my position, and I told Brian to hold off until the VA-11 code became available. This bar remained closed for 5 months longer than it should have been. Just so you can have a kick-ass name, that's principled stuff. She's not gonna... It's not stubbornness, it's persistence and knowing what you want. What kind of monster takes the chance for a pun for someone? Right. Now I need something to cheer myself up. Hey Jill, I dare you to make this glass talk. Jill? Glass, oi, what you looking at, mate? I'ma hook you in the gabba. Wow, you actually did. Oh, Jill, you're very cute. Just this once. Why that accent, though? I don't know. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna risk it, knowing that me clicking on Dorothy right now might be the biggest mistake I make all day. But I'm gonna do it. Okay, then, Dorothy. Dare. Do something freaky. Why would you say that, Jill? Why? Like removing my head? Removing your... Because I can remove my head with no problem. Do you want me to remove my head? I'll pass. I'll take your word for it. Anyone want to see that? No. No, thank you. I do, but I'm not going to be the party pooper here. Fine. I guess it's my turn now. Hey, Dana, what do you pick? I'll pick Truth. That's not fair. I want to see her remove her head. I feel cheaped out. I feel robbed. I want to, like, that's got to be a good deal for, like, being in the sex industry, like being able to remove your head. There's got to be articles, stories written about such an event. I can't be this can't be the first person who's thought about that and thought, like, that's sexy as hell. What could you do with a removable head that still works? The answer is quite a bit, I'm sure. If you had to marry Honey or John, who would you pick? Probably Jill. Huh? I mean, she's cute, she's smart, and I kind of own Jill anyway, so it's kind of redundant. Speaking of Jill, truth or dare, fuckboy? Truth or truth, fuckboy? Pick one for me. Well, where were you born? I don't really know. It's one of those things I can't remember. I was never informed about. Strangely, I do remember an early childhood in the Arctic, of all places. The Arctic? Huh. Just, huh? A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. That was a very interesting little side game. Oh, Alma came with us. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. Hello. A bit late for the hello, don't you think? Want one? You know I don't smoke. Nobody does, except Jill, apparently. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday. But I just got a message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Aw, I missed out. I want more Alma. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Katyusha or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war. I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I've got to go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back. Oh, that's sweet. Ooh. What the hell is this? Okay. That's really loud. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it down on my end for you guys. Gotta turn it down my ears too. There we go. I hope that's okay for you guys. Alright, sounds good from there. If it's really fucked, let me know. I'll fix it. Aww. I really like Jill. Dolce, Chapter 3. I'm surprised we didn't get more Christmas time. I would have expected more, but that's okay. We're still having fun. And we made it to Chapter 3. Where shit goes down, possibly? Let me raise the music back up because I can't hear it with shit now. Alright, let me check to see how it changed. Thank you for understanding. How's that sound? Okay, I'm alright with that, I think. Sorry if you were lurking there. Hopefully my work actually makes the video sound better. I know it's quite a pain, but this is what you got to do in some games. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure you have $10,000. What the fuck? Or you'll be evicted. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. Surely she'll focus at work. Oh, I guess we already bought. Because I know we went on a bit of a spending spree before. So I guess we already bought what she wanted. And she's happy, which is nice. Okay. You've been using that hoodie a lot lately. Shut up. Aw. It's nice that she has a good relationship with her cat. That's pretty sweet. All right. Let's go ahead and save. So this should be day 14, which means we have something to do. Let's check everything. Anything from Kira, Miki? Nope. Augmented Eye. Street race at the Motor City. Street race at the Motor City district leaves 2 dead. Oh boy. The Motor City district is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week, and the dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it has been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as Death Lane. The Transit Police is currently investigating the deaths as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye. The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however, that's a promise. It seems like a lofty promise. You won't believe what happens in this cartoon. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now? But enter Touch Fluffy Tale, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plot holes, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. I think there's a fine line in there. Like, kids do need, like, simple content because, like, mentally and emotionally and, you know, they might not be ready for a whole bunch of content, but that doesn't mean they can't and shouldn't be challenged. And cartoons are a good way to expose them to certain ideas, certain concepts, certain real-life events in a hopefully like safe way. Because there are things they need to learn. And even if the cartoon doesn't outright like explain it, it is a good like opening talking point that parents and guardians can have with those kids. You know, I watched Bluey with my son every now and again, and you know, after an episode that covers, you know, something, he'll have some questions, and I have some answers sometimes. And I think that's important to not. You don't necessarily have to treat kids like kids all the time. Sometimes, yeah, you gotta let them have their fun because they are kids. But when they have questions, and they're serious about them, I think it's important to like have mature conversations with them. They're smarter than we give them credit for, and boy, are they observant. It's crazy how much kids know and what they're interested in. Glitch City Olympics return next year. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics returns to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanyevania. I hate how much Kanyevania is showing up. It's kind of pissing me off. Prime Minister Quincy, who is in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to the country. Yep, okay, they're not even like dancing around the subject. It's Kanyevania's main religion is Kanyeism. It prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. So I guess like just coming into Glitch City like exposes you to nanomachines. That's kind of messed up. I wonder if all the cities do that. Like, I wonder if Kanye is actually doing something smart by keeping the nanomachines out of the body, because they probably don't have a lot of nanomachine rejection. But I imagine the nanomachines also do a lot of good. But what do I know? I'm no cyberpunk doctor. I'm not even a normal doctor. Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show is rather tame, as far as I know. I'm going to marry Julianne. Oh man, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. Woo-wee. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. It's a shame. Why keep trying? Never seen the show before. Is it any good or is it just a meme? It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcasted as well? The sequels are shit. Wow. No one's holding back. Poor Jill. Her lip is trembling. I'm sure that's pretty fair. Like, most of the stuff we probably watched, I say we, considering, are assuming that you're similar to my age range. I bet most of that stuff probably hasn't held up super well. But I think some of it did. Some of like the educational stuff, I feel like I have good memories of that, and I've watched some of it recently, and I was like, this is fun. I could still watch this. I would let my kids watch this. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Everything got out of whack because I had to fix the stream thing, so sorry. Let's go to work. Oh, let's give Jill a little. She deserves it. All right, the 26th. Evening. Hey, Jill. Gil's in the back sorting an ingredient shipment, and I have things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order, pet me. Sir, yes, sir. Absolutely. Everybody reach out. Give that cute little bastard a little scritch. No. Pet me. Pet me! No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. I don't know why Jill is being so hesitant and being such a non-cool person right now. If a talking dog asked for a freaking scritch, we give that dog as many scritches as it wants. It's the right thing to do. There is no downside. There we go. Time to mix drinks and pet dogs. Hey, Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. I always get my pets. Very sinister. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Jill. I'm gonna keep calling him Gil because of we gotta know who's talking. It's played for laughs here, but let's be serious. We're serious people here. We gotta know the difference. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up. Who, me or Will? You go back to whatever you were doing. All right. And you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go. The fuck just happened? Virgilio. Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. Got that emotional energy. So it's all an act then. Wasn't it obvious? Or should I give him a different voice? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. Virgilio wants a Bleeding Jane. Alright, so my cheat sheet here says day 14, which I'm pretty sure today is. Give Virgilio something spicy. I'm going to double check because I don't want to get locked out of my ending. Thank you for let's see. That is not what I needed. Very sorry. Explore, maybe? Content? Endings. Here we go. Okay. Finally serve Helio a spicy drink when he orders one on day 14. I guess he has to order it. Okay. I'll just do what it says. All right. This doesn't work out. I'm going to be very upset. Bleeding Jane. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, it is spicy. So I guess it's... Even if it's not like... I'm doing the right thing. I'm thinking too much. This is my problem. I think too much. I'm a fucking thinker. And it's my curse. I'm Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. What is going on? Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird. You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in the bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. He still has quite the flair to him. Huh. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Something spicy. Maybe a Mars Blast? Not that one, because I want to make it a big. Because I need money, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All aged. Ooh. Aged on the rocks. Mixed. Okay. I fucked up. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't add enough Flannergrid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ice. Age. Mix. There we go. We did it. We're geniuses. No problems ever. No mistakes are ever made. Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them. I guess I'm not really a fan. I love spicy food. I got this hot sauce, truff. Oh. Like, I don't like spicy food that, like, absolutely wrecks me. Because I do want to enjoy the food. And truff is, like, a nice balance of heat and flavor. And, like, that's why I really like jalapenos. It's got heat, and I like the jalapeno flavor. But I don't like eating spicy things just to eat spicy things. When I was in high school, some people gave me $20 to eat a, like, dried arbol chili covered in sriracha and, like, chili flakes and maybe something else. It was really easy then. You know, I had some ice cream and shit. And then the next day, I was driving to school because I had my license by then. And I made it maybe 3 minutes away. And I almost shit my pants in the car in my car, and I had to turn around and drive back home. My dad was still there, getting ready for work, and I just run in. He's like, "What are you doing home?" And I was like, "Bathroom." And I spent the rest of the day shitting my brains out on the toilet, and it burned like fucking hell, like actual hellfire being expelled from my anus. It was terrible. Was it worth the $20? I don't know, but I'm very careful with spiciness now because I like the burn here. I don't like having my asshole ring also on fire. That's far less pleasant. So learn from me. Be very careful about the levels of spice you put in your body, because it's got to come out sometime. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with a passion. Do you like it? Lots, not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. Aw, I love curry. Oh, spicy curry is so fucking good. It might be one of my favorite meals. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you at that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Rogelio even your real name? It might be, it might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities in sordid pasts. Jill, Jamie, Jill, Gil, Jamie, you. Ugh. Did you say something? Just rambling, pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh, again. In my time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built a bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. I hate that. I hate salesmen. They're just the worst. And they don't catch hints. Like, I've opened the door thinking it was something important once, and I have, like, a baby in my arm. They're like, hi, do you want to talk? I'm like, can't you take a hint? Like, I'm holding a crying child. Maybe this is not the time to try to sell me, like, some insurance or, like, get me to sign some kind of contract for you to clean the side of my house or something. Like, get fucking real. Maybe because the salesman is an active predator. Absolutely. You take off a salesman's masks and they do the clicking, and they take your checkbook and wallet as like a trophy instead of your skull, which might be worse. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of criminal though? Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Rogelio wants something bitter. Alright. Oops. Bitter. Man, is there like a bitter spicy? Maybe he wants a lot of spicy things? I'll get him, I'll get him this one, because it kind of seems kind of spicy at the same time, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have to be extra careful now, because I've embarrassed myself on stream by messing up drinks a whole bunch. There we go. Suplex. That's what I wanted. Yes, it is. All right. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? I like coffee. My wife got me into coffee. I didn't like it much before I met her. But we got this latte machine. Oh, It's so fancy. And the little latte foams. Oh, so good. So good. That's probably why I've been gaining so much weight. As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer. No, that's not it. It's like the bandaged girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Everybody knows this guy. What is going on? Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. He's back again already. All right. There's some characters we haven't seen in a really long... Like, we haven't seen Donovan in ages. I wonder what's up with him. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay, gut punch for the silent detective. Bronson's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And we'll give him a little alcohol. There we go. Aged and mixed. I say a little bit of alcohol, but I pumped that bitch up. Here. Oh, you got it right. So what's up now? A bit of holiday blues, you could say. So you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You looked more like a Festivus kind of guy. There it is. There it is. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. Then I should be celebrating Festivus, because fuck capitalism. And you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although now that I think about it, holiday blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. Seasonal depression? Is that the same thing? A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. And the Christmas we have is also a mockery of whatever it is, whatever it used to be. Nothing means anything anymore. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. You mean the world, the country. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came that Turbo Male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Male? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really, such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master. And his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I guess if you lean into like the cringe, it's kind of fun. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that that guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And of course, that's the part everyone sings about. I turned down the music just a little bit. This song seems a little louder. There. I hope it works for you guys. Santa became Nega Santa, yeah, thanks to the Redmond family. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And I was, my joke about what happened to Mega Santa is as believable as what they're doing right now. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So you're telling me the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Yep. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat Nuke and then think they're better than everyone else. I see. Anything else I can get you? Give me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure, let's get him a fringe weaver. Yeah, all aged and mixed. Give me money. Give me the money. Here. Right, thanks. So any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of White Knight stopped, so there's that. Really. Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the madness following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cameras, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey bartender, you okay? Sorry, I got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there, like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength, or that the writer of the last rain in the world is actually living here as a brain in a jar. Everything's coming together, maybe? Well, those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again. Okay then, no wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking your break? Let me know if someone comes in. Alright. I'll go ahead and break myself. We did a lot. It was about an hour and a half or so. It's about the usual. I'm going to go ahead and save and rotate it. I hope you guys have a good day, whoever's there. I appreciate it. If you want to see me do something terrible to myself, follow if you're lurking and you haven't followed already, or have some of your friends follow. And once we get to 50, once I reach that affiliate goal, I'll let you guys do something terrible. As we get closer, maybe I'll reveal more details. And if anyone asks, it's not like a super surprise. But, I want to add to the air of mystery, And a mystery wrapped in an enigma. But yeah, if you have any love for me, spread it around. I'm still working on the Pyre video, the scripted video. It's almost done. It's super duper close. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the week, but it's really hard when you only have an hour or so to work on it every once in a while. But thank you so much for joining me. If you like what I do, follow me on Instagram so you can keep up to date with everything. Follow me or subscribe on YouTube for all this stuff to come out. And follow me here. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you know that you are very much loved. Bye-bye.